Okay, hello out there. So another video is upon us, and today I'm heading up to Townsville from Adelaide on Alliance Embraer E190, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, let's get going. But anyways, just about to head through security soon, so I'll check in on the other side.
So welcome back to another trip report. As mentioned earlier, today I'm flying on the Alliance Airlines Embraer E190 from Adelaide to Townsville. And lucky enough, on this occasion, I'm flying on the Royal Australian Air Force Centenary Livery. VH-UYB was originally ordered by Copa Airlines in Panama and rolled off the production line in São José dos Campos, Brazil in November 2005. After 15 years in Panama, the aircraft was then registered in the United States in December 2020 before being sold to Alliance Airlines in March 2021. I booked today's flight via Qantas, as this is a QantasLink flight operated by Alliance Airlines, which are paid for as an economy classic reward seat. And as luck has it, here is a perfect comparison of the traditional Alliance livery followed by the Royal Australian Air Force Centenary Livery. Boarding is from gate 24 today and commencing at 11:05 for an 11:25 departure. Looking outside the windows, it's blue skies and a clear day, and it looks like it'll be a great day for flying.
So I'm super excited now. First time flying in about 5 months, so looking forward to this.
It's been over 8 years since I last flew on an Embraer 190 when I flew from Adelaide to Melbourne in business class with Virgin Australia in seat 1A. Sadly, Virgin Australia flew their last commercial flight with the Embraer E-Jet with VA1105 Newcastle to Brisbane on the 3rd of February 2018. Today I'm sitting in seat 23A, and as usual I always select a seat that will be a window and opposite from the sun side for better filming. The seats are quite comfortable and relatively roomy for myself. For comparison, I'm 5'9" and I have plenty of room.
Hi everyone, once you've found your seat, please place any larger bags in the overhead lockers and smaller bags under the seat in front of you. If you are seated at a...
Also, no one's sitting next to me today, which is awesome. And in this next clip during pushback, don't mind the bloke sniffing like his life depends on it. Thankfully I didn't get sick after this,
two exits in the
but
forward
yeah,
cabin.
wasn't great.
Ceiling mounted and floor level strip lighting will illuminate in the event of an emergency, with emergency exit pathways identified by floor level lighting. If oxygen is required, masks like these drop from overhead and from the ceiling in the toilets. Remain where you are. Fasten your seatbelt. Remove the mask from the retainer and pull down firmly on the mask to release the oxygen flow. Hold the mask over your nose and mouth.
Thankfully, I didn't get sick after this flight. It's possible he may have had some allergies, but I'm interested to know in the comments, outside of COVID, have you ever gotten sick after flying? And do you remember someone being sick near you on the flight? You see, I say this as I recall a certain flight actually back from Denpasar, Bali, where a passenger directly behind me was feverish, had a runny nose, and he was sick to the point where passengers around were actually asking him if he was okay. And obviously he was replying, yeah, I'm fine, no worries. But yeah, it wouldn't have been more than 2 days later that I became unwell and quite sick myself. So he obviously didn't really want to cancel the flight, which I understand, but yeah, quite annoying. But I'm interested to know in the comments if anyone else has had a certain experience like this as well. But for now, it's time to enjoy the takeoff, and today we are departing towards the east, which is over the city, and up over towards New South Wales, then onwards to Queensland. Adelaide to Townsville is around the 2 hour 20 minute mark, and thanks to today's great weather, it's a very smooth flight. Service came around 20 minutes after takeoff, and I'm just going to go for a light snack today. There were sandwiches available, however, as a celiac, these are obviously no good for me, but today's light meal for everyone else is a chicken and chive sandwich, but thankfully there's usually small snacks and sweets for people like myself with dietary restrictions. 36 minutes into the flight and 484 kilometres north of Adelaide, we passed nearby Lake Frome, which is an unvegetated salt pan 100 kilometres long by 40 kilometres wide. I have to say, I love the Australian landscape. From beautiful coasts, beaches and rainforests, to arid red deserts and mountain ranges, I think we are so lucky to have such a contrast of landscapes here in Australia. An hour and 58 minutes into the flight, we began our descent into Townsville. The captain mentioned it's a nice 24 degrees in Townsville today, which is quite a bit warmer than the Adelaide winter weather we departed from.
Hi everyone, we're about to prepare the cabin for landing, so please return to your allocated seat. It's now time to put all laptop computers and any other larger devices away and make sure your bags and overhead lockers are under the seat in front of you. If you're seated at a bulkhead or the exit row, all bags must be placed in the overhead lockers. Please place your seat and tray table back to their original position and make sure your window shade is up and your seatbelt is fastened.
Right on cue, Mr. Sniff has started back up again.
Townsville, QantasLink would like to acknowledge the original custodians of the local lands and waterways which we live, work and fly, and pay our respects to the elders past and emerging. The local time is 2:30 PM. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off.
We are now at the end of our Alliance Embraer E190 trip from Adelaide up to Townsville. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please consider hitting the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe and join me for another trip report in the near future. And once again, thanks for watching, and all the best.
Thank you.
See you next time, mate.
See you, mate.
Bye.